I bought this broken Xiaomi scooter, electric scooter, just for fun. And so what happens is, when you plug the charger in, that stays green. It should go red to say that it's charging. That's the port there. Ooh, there we go. Right, it's still green. There are a few issues that can cause that, but I've got an idea that the issue is that the battery has been confused a little bit, and so you just need to unplug it, leave it 30 seconds, plug it back in. If that's not the problem, it could be the fuse, but this is one of the later models that has 2 fuses, so that shouldn't happen. So let's take it to pieces and then have a little look around and just have a look inside and look at the quality of the build inside. I'm curious to see how good it is actually, and then we'll try and fix it. I just used this rubber thing that I got on it, and I just put it around there for extra security because the plastic thing there is a little bit broken. So let's carry on. It all seems pretty good. It all seems pretty sharp, all pretty strong and well built. Pretty heavy. I think it's about 12 kilos. Tires are fine. Probably just cursed myself saying that. But of course, I'm just going to repair this and then I'm just going to get rid of it and sell it. It's just a bit of fun, really. Right, tools. I think they look like some sort of Torx bit. So, there we go. So, they look like some kind of Torx piece. My trusty tools, there we go. Right, so I'm going to go with that one there, which I don't know what it is, but yeah, there, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do it. So let's just take it all to pieces. Have a little look. I think it's just the battery. It needs unplugging and then plugging back in, but because it stopped working when the chap was riding it and then rolling down a big hill, really big hill for 3 or 4 minutes, and the regenerative braking must have gotten too much for it, and it just sort of stopped working and wouldn't turn back on in the middle of the journey. So I think maybe it would be a good idea at some point in the future to just install a switch too, a really good strong switch. So if you're interested in watching more of these videos, just let me know in the comments below, and I can get more things and repair them and have a little tinker. There are heaps of different types of electrical scooters and bikes and skateboards and things. It seems like a fun thing to do, and I think if people enjoy watching it, then I'll gladly keep making them. So just let me know, and we'll give things a bit of a fix and review them, and
17 screws.
Maybe subscribe or click the like if you would like to support the channel. And maybe click on Patreon if you want to help a little bit and donate $1 a month or something. That would be really nice, thank you. There will be a link in the description below if you'd like to buy one from eBay, or at least look at the prices. I think they're about £350–400 as I sit here now. Here we go, moment of truth. Cool. So, oh, it makes a strange noise there. I don't know what that noise is. What's that noise? So here we go. So pull the battery out. The internet says pull the cable out. So pull that out. Give it a few seconds. I think it's had to plug this in for a little bit like that. And then we wait for 30 seconds. Here we go. And there we go. That's fixed it. So I've just plugged it in. You see the battery charger there? There we go, red. So that seems to have fixed it. So the battery's charging and it's green, and then plug it in and it goes to red, it charges. So that's all the issue. That's the only issue with it. No idea if other people have this, but this issue. But I think the main one is where the fuse blows, which is somewhere inside here. It's quite hard to get to. You'd have to take the battery out and cut the plastic open and whatnot. You know, the build quality, like the chipboard in here, looks top quality. I'll show you, I'll get my other camera. And that's where the fuses are in there. There should be 2. This is one of the later models. So there should be 2 in there. And the battery pack is 10 in series across times 2 batteries in each cell, 10 cells. Yeah, really good quality. This cable, no idea why that's causing the issue for it to cut out. But yeah, you know the charge cables here, they look very thin. That's one thing I've just noticed. You know, it takes 5 hours to charge from dead to full. And I don't really know if it would be a good idea to up the amps from 1.8 to 3 or 4, because you can really cheaply, for £8, you can get a 3 amp charger. That would double the speed almost for charging. I just don't think it would be safe. I think the wires would get too hot and you don't want to start a fire. So yeah, there we go. Really nice machine. Runs really well. This one has done 490 miles. And what's that? Oh, I thought there was a grinding noise there, but obviously not. It was just the wire that was in there, the charge wire that was in the wheel, and I was like, So I've had a little think. So it's fully charged. We can see. So it's fully charged. So in a minute we'll give it a go. I was thinking simple is best, I think, in this case. So rather than cutting the wires there and installing a switch, like maybe at the side there, rather than doing that, and I have thought about this because I can see that this is dirty. Maybe it's best to just put a rubber grommet there, a nice, neat, tight seal, so that if you're ever out in public, you don't need any tools. All you need to do is squeeze the rubber grommet, take it off, you can pull the wire out, plug it back in, and I would hope that you don't need to plug in the charger, which is something I should have tested a minute ago, actually. So if it ever cuts out, you just pull the rubber grommet off, pull the wire out, wait half a minute, plug it back in, see if that fixes it. It's a super simple thing, you know, £1 or £2 for a rubber grommet there, cut a hole in it, and it might be a bit of a saviour there. And I think that's better than putting a switch in there. So we'll stand it up and have a look, see if it works properly, see if it spins. Oh, actually, we can do it without doing that, actually. What I'll do, I'll get the camera. So what I've done is I've left it upside down because it's a little bit easier to film. We can test the power now. That works, that's perfect. And I should spin the wheel like that, as if it's going forward. That's like your kickoff, and then press the throttle, which is here, and it should work. Yeah, cool. There we go. fine, it works. Oh, there we go. Fixed.